Tiny owl, attack!
Small snail, defend!
Tiny owl, attack! He's trying.
I'm even leaving myself wide open.
Your arms are in a very unnatural position.
It's natural for me.
Like, it looks like your arms are coming...
That's where my wing appendages used to be.
It looks like your arms are coming out your shoulder. It's not just me, right? Like, your arms are too far rotated round to your back and too high up.
That's because you're calling them arms.
Like, your shoulder muscle is like a little, like, nobule, like a giant spot. Like,
I just feel like you're forgetting something, that those aren't arms, they're wings.
Sorry, I've got completely distracted from trying to kill you with my baby owl because of your freaky arm.
What do you think I'm even floating here? I'm like a hummingbird.
Sorry, if you've been hovering with gentle flaps this entire time.
No, they're not gentle. I'm like a hummingbird. It's been going so fast you haven't even noticed they're moving.
Oh, wow, that's really impressive. So is this your kinship attack? Or?
It's the kinship attack the snail gets to use for riding my head.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not even an attack, so I don't know why we called it an attack.
It just appears like all the cool anime background, the colors flying along, the text comes up, humming, hover.
Oh shit, look, he's just floating there. It looks like he's not even moving his arms. Does that do anything for us?
Anyway, let's ride on.
I'm poking my armpit.
No. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you all enjoyed our initial ride on an animating, which is English, I assure you, is 100% definitely English words that I just spoke. So we're back for more ride-oning animating. Okay, it's really difficult to say ride-oning animating really quickly.
Ride-oning? What? Why would you even say that? That's not even a reasonable set of words.
I love that you tried, failed, and then went for actually, that's stupid.
I mean, ride-oning isn't even a word.
Not with that attitude. Nothing would be a word with that attitude.
I don't think that's true. I mean, nothing is a word, actually, because nothing is a word. So that's the right attitude. You're correct.
In any case.
Oh, Lance, slow down! You're pulling too hard! Stop! Lance, I said...
What?
What is this exercise?
He's just gently holding his tail spike.
Yeah, I don't understand why.
I love that this has to be positioned so that Tiny Child and Dan are both, like, in frame, but it's so different.
They make it work, actually.
Dan's not looking.
Yeah, Dan's looking right.
Like, Dan's just, he's not even in the room. He's just thinking about Aptonoff murder.
I think that's why this is being allowed to happen. Is because he's just sort of drifting off.
God, this kid's an idiot. I could be killing an Aptonoff right now. Oh, yeah, like that. Oh my God, wait, what's going on?
Stop!
That's too close, Luke. Be careful.
Oh, sick backflips.
This young boy's name is Loot, a rash but enthusiastic.
This young boy's name is Loot.
A rash but passionate fellow.
I wasn't expecting it to just start with like a little opening scene and then just, now we're going to recap it.
Hey, that's how I'd describe you, a rash but passionate fellow.
Would you also give me a weird border?
Are you gonna say, would I also give you a weird boy?
Would you give me a weird boy that follows me?
Would you like a weird boy?
Sort of looks like a cat, I guess.
Fellow who dreams of becoming the world's top monster rider.
Why is this weirdly Pokemon?
It is very Pokemon. I mean, I guess Stories is.
Yeah,
but...
no, I guess, yeah, thinking about it. Also, Naviru. Hey, man, I'm not ready.
I haven't shipped for days.
I can't be running right now, Luke.
It's all the donuts.
You know how much starch is in those donuts?
Look at my teeth have formed a block. There's so much starch, they don't even separate anymore.
Loot and his friends live in Hakum Village, a hidden enclave of riders, young and old. Earlier, Loot brought Cheval and Lilia with him deep into the woods to help find a monster egg. Loot's hope was that he and the young creature inside would be able to form a deep connection or kinship at the next...
And then the other two came with him just because, like, they're his sidekicks or something and they don't have their own lives to
Without
live.
context of monsties, it just sounds a really weird way of describing, like, your inner strength. Loot and his little creature inside. Careful, or you'll have to face me and my little creature.
I just like, without any context as well, this freeze frame with the subtitle. Luke brought his friends with him into the woods.
It's so sinister.
They look so concerned and he looks so like, I'm sorry for this, but it must be done.
He brought him into the woods, and they were never seen again. Gossarak emerging behind them.
day's kinship rite.
Oh my God, can you imagine Stories 3 with, like, Gossarak? Imagine a Gossarak kinship attack.
That'd be cool.
Imagine a Malzeno kinship attack.
That'd be crazy.
Do it there too!
After much adventure, including a leap into a raging river to escape a rampaging Awashara, Luke found an egg for Aleoleus, the king of the skies.
I don't think it's inherently, like, awful. It's just a weird choice that, despite this being a dub, they're saying the Japanese monster names.
It's more interesting just to hear them.
Yeah, it's not inherently wrong because those are the original language names of the monsters.
It gives me the intention of they didn't treat this as a video game adaptation. They treated it as an anime dub and not further, because obviously we know in the English video game dubs they do change the names.
He then hatched it, even without having a kinship stone. Can our boy Hero Loot form kinship with this?
And our boy Hero.
Get our boy Loot over here! God, our top
By
lad.
the way, I'm his father. Also, I just realized the top left of the border. Why is it just a really skinny worm with wings sticking his tongue out?
But he's so happy.
Oh, and then under him there's like a scorpion. Why is it?
Oh, yeah.
Make it his monstie. Will Cheval and Lilia be able to hatch their own eggs at the kinship?
Yes.
And have monsties of their own? Our new friends are taking their first steps to becoming riders. The kinship rite starts now!
And don't forget all the great things you're about to see from Naviru.
Do you think we'll get to see Cheval's house parent in this one?
We've already seen his house parent.
We've seen his human parent.
What do you mean his house parent? Oh,
But-
yeah, right. No, well, I mean, it has to get burned down at some point, right? Like, that's gotta happen.
Like, as far as I'm aware, Cheval lives with his mum and house.
Well, at some point we'll see it burned down.
His mum or his house?
I hope this is the music that plays while it happens too.
What, this intro?
Yeah.
Just Cheval distraught. His mum and mum house being destroyed by a Nagakuga to the tune of "Oh God, no, house mom. I'm gonna be traumatized for the next 17 years." Did it just say the best and strongest moment is a panorama?
Imagine if it had like spun around them at that moment too, giving us a bit of like a 3D spin at the end of the intro.
Nothing is more powerful than a panoramic view, you fool!
Bow down upon the most glorious form of visual arts.
Ow, ow.
You'll be fine, just walk it off.
Wow, how did Laius get so huge? That surprised me too. Laius, you're amazing. I can't believe how much you've grown in one day. And so strong.
All right, now settle down. There's still
I'd be very worried about how big he's going to continue to get if that's how big he's gotten in one
They
day.
get to grow up fast, but then they're capped how big they
Like
can
it's just
get.
a representation of in the games, they come out of the egg and then they are fully grown.
like me. It's got it done, sir.
I can't wait to ride you, pal. Laius, my monstie.
This kid's gonna be trouble. I'm only gonna warn you once. Even if you complete today's kinship rite in top form and become a rider, don't let your already big head get the better of you and send you running into the Forbidden Land. You got that?
Yeah. What do you think happened?
Stop going back to the Forbidden Land.
Please, just leave that Azeroth alone.
He just wants honey.
Who is this third kid, and why are they in frame every time?
It's just another kid. It's just how the line works.
It's just how the line works. I wonder if that's Cheval's mum in the back.
If it is, then she seems to be having a good time.
To dawn in the Forbidden Land.
Beats me.
Oh no, Cheval! I'm so
What
sorry.
what
to
an
hear that.
interesting angle.
Is that Kezu attacking that Giganox? Excuse me?
Sorry, what the fuck did you just say? Are you okay? Did somebody like invade your brain?
Hey, are you not seeing what I'm seeing here? I'm watching the Kezu Giganox show.
I must have gotten the small game version.
Oh my god, it's a Tigrex.
Yeah. Looks like you're not a real team yet.
What was that sound effect?
How sad, you pathetic child.
You guys look so brave. He's actually touching a little Laius.
Look at him. He's touching him. Why do they make that guy look so dumb?
He looks out of his mind.
He does.
Also, large lad over there is like, I could eat that Rathalos,
I am going to consume that monster.
and then I will become that monster.
And I will be Goku one day.
No surprise there, right, Stone?
Yeah, that's loot for you.
I can't deal with that kid's voice!
There is no world in which anyone believes it's the voice of a child.
That's not being brave, that's just reckless. I better not catch you training that way, Hyoro.
Right, brother. I wonder what kind of monster you'll hatch, Cheval.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, there is like 75 episodes of this.
There's a lot.
Like 2 seasons. Like this went on. When I first realized, like I've always known that there was a Monster Hunter Stories anime. I just never watched it until this series. But that kind of nebulous, generic knowing it existed in my head was like, oh, they probably did like a 10-episode season to go along with the game, and like promote it a bit, and it was just just a fun little time. But
not that.
No, Jesus Christ, like a 75-episode shonen monster. Like I don't understand how this happened.
Longer than a lot of series get that aren't tied to a video game.
Oh, so if you do like this, we'll keep doing it. At a pace that matches the official Monster Hunter channel releasing them, because we have to. But other than that, we'll keep doing it. But I have no idea if all 76 episodes are going to get officially re-released, because that would be insane.
I mean, it's nice that we had what we have so far.
We're gonna have such a good time at the kinship rite.
Oh, mate, we're going to have a belter in the kinship, right?
Oh, yeah, I bet you there won't be any houses getting caught on fire or anything.
I'm home, Mom.
See, there's oh, look at Chevel's mom. She's looking great.
Oh, I like the blue. That's a good change.
Yeah, the blue looks good on her.
Oh, the sign in the garden to tell people nothing because it's blank. Ooh, a non-statement statement.
Oh, hi, honey. Did anything exciting happen at practice?
Other than Luke
What do you think came out of that egg?
Not really.
Why is she using an egg as an oven?
At this stage. Hey, where is Loot?
He'll be here as
Wait, why are you asking me? He's not your son.
I've got breakfast ready for you. And since it's kinship rite day, I made your favorite, Gargua egg souffle.
Sorry, Mom, but I'm not that.
I don't have an appetite. I never have.
I don't want to eat that. You wasted your time, Mother. I hope you get killed by a Nagakuga.
It seems like the most like, well, here we go, my well-off-to-do young lad. I have cooked for you the breakfast of kings, a souffle.
Emperors of old would dine on this fine dish.
Hungry.
The kinship rite, huh? Don't worry about it, honey. It'll all work out fine. You know, ever since you were a little boy, Gargua souffle always made you feel better. It's hot out.
Ever since you were a baby, nothing got you going like a morning souffle.
It just seems like such a
It's like
strange...
souffles are a bastard to make. That's so unnecessary.
That's what I'm saying. Is it just seems like so excessive as
No
a breakfast.
wonder, like he was heartbroken to lose souffle mom.
Wait, are you implying that the souffle is his third mother? Sorry, is this paused or is he just having a really rough day?
He's just having a really rough time, man.
Cheval, I want you to meet Loot. I expect you boys to play nice with each other.
Hi.
Yummy! This souffle is great,
I really thought he said this shit's great.
You can't just eat the guy's mother.
and it's steaming hot.
You can't say that about his mother.
But also, he's manually holding a piping hot souffle.
It might be much denser than what we were expecting.
And if it is, it's not a very good souffle.
No, it said it was.
She's just been making bad souffle since he was a baby.
That's why they're for breakfast.
Mom, please stop.
Why do you have so many gargwa eggs?
Look, at the kinship rite, you're going to hatch that egg, and you're going to become a rider, I'm positive. Just relax, and everything will work out fine.
Hey, wait. Never said anything about being nervous.
Well, it's not exactly hard to read your face. I've known you forever, buddy.
Buddy.
You caught me. I'm nervous about all this because I'm not as fearless as you are.
Listen to me, you are more than brave enough to be a rider.
But how can you really be so sure of that?
Because you can be considerate of a monster's feelings.
Oh, I shouldn't treat them poorly. Because I'm going to. For a while. Like a lot.
I'm gonna kill people, probably.
And plus, while you may not be as vocal about it as I am, deep down, I know you really do want to become a rider. And that's why
What
I'm
if he
I
doesn't
do?
care?
Believe in yourself.
I thought I
Cheval.
didn't.
Your dreams are bound to come true.
Yeah, but Loot, your gut's always wrong.
How mean.
Oh, wow! Those donuts are great, but this gargle was...
Why is he just slapping it against his face?
He doesn't understand how to eat them. I think he was just preparing his
That's
mouth.
my souffle.
No problem, hon. I'm all...
It's just the fact it's a souffle! Like,
I've got more souffles. I've got so many fucking souffles. I'm so glad people are eating them. I've been making these for years, and they just keep recycling through.
Why does she have a second one? Like, they take so long to
Well, yeah,
make.
it's the fact she's like, it's the fact that she says, "I'll whip up another one right away," like she was already ready.
Also, imagine getting a souffle right in a raw fire as opposed to like a modern oven with settings and timers.
That's why it's got an egg. That's the timer.
When was the souffle invented?
The 18th century. The earliest mention is attributed to the French master cook Vincent La Chapelle.
Wow, so they made ancient souffles in actual in fire oven. That's crazy. That is. I wonder who's a master chef.
You got nothing to worry about, Lilia. Lolo is positive that after today you'll be well on your way to being a writer.
Thanks, Loloa. I appreciate it.
Loa.
Although,
What's up? Lilia, hello?
well, once I'm a rider, I won't be able to leave the village anymore unless I'm going on an official quest.
Really? But why?
Yeah, so what's the problem?
Sorry, if you become a writer, are you physically not allowed to leave the village unless it's a quest, but everyone else is?
No, I think the implication is no one is ever, except the special circumstance of a rider with a quest.
Then why is it even a thing to bring up?
Oh, Mill, that's the way it's always been in the past and the way it will be in the future. What choice do we have? I know that, but there's a huge world out there.
Oh, the outside world can't know writers exist?
Yeah, because the outside world is the guild and hunters, and if they knew there was this monster corporation going on, they might have a couple of words.
Sure, I can understand that, but why does that mean if you become a writer, you can then never leave again? You'd have to take your Monty with you?
Which would make for an incredible, imagine like...
That would be a good PvP game for Monster Hunter. The
PvP,
writers
yeah,
versus
that's
the
another way
guild.
to take it. But imagine like a single-player adventure-y story game, kind of God of War-esque, right? Where it's very narrative-focused as you fight your way through and everything's decided. But at the beginning, you choose whether to play the Monty Rider side or the Hunter Guild side, and then those intertwine, and you do one
And
each.
it completely has the different gameplay styles. Because if you choose the writers, you have to play turn-based stories gameplay.
No, it's the action on both sides, I think.
But that doesn't fit.
Outside the village, and I want the freedom to go explore.
Anna? No, not Anna. No. Blazer? That's not even a name.
What are you doing?
It's annoying me that I can't remember the name of the other main character in Last of Us 2 that I started out hating, but by the end really enjoyed.
Google it.
What's Google? Is it Googlein? That's not a name.
Use Google.
Oh, I thought you said Googlein. Like, my name's Googlein. What is it? I'll think about it.
What's Mill so angry about?
I'm not sure. What's gotten into her? It sounds like she doesn't even want to be a writer anymore.
Oh, that's
so
Mill.
hard to
Didn't you
be
know
her,
that?
and now her second guessing's throwing me off.
Pick up the pace, no dawdling.
Yes, brother.
You are aware that after today, you'll be a writer too.
He took one step
You don't have to
forward
keep
and then
pointing out these
continued the
obvious
same
things
pace.
to you.
I didn't ask you to point out anything. I was just walking.
Now what are you mumbling?
Nothing.
Greetings, candidates. It's with great pride that I announce the kinship rite is at last upon us. Demonstrate
I can't help but notice one of you is much taller than the
who
others.
shall earn the title of writer.
Sir!
A bee?
First, I shall bestow upon each of you the monster eggs carrying your monsties.
Yes,
Then
it's very
I shall give you
exciting.
your kinship stones.
I love these. It's like entering a dungeon or a random Pokemon encounter transitions. Now we're here.
Yeah, that was an interesting moment for it.
That's a
Velociraptor?
Velocidrome, right? That's a Velocidrome.
Here, Cheval, as always.
Yes.
Loot, since you
What
don't
did he
need
say
an
as
egg,
always?
here's your stone.
Yes, sir. But, I mean, if you're handing eggs out, I'll...
What does that mean?
Never mind.
It seems to me you might need to take some time to deepen your kinship with that Leoleus first.
What's the problem, buddy? Feeling a little less than? How petty can we get?
Leoleus.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know if the Leo is like just accidental coincidence or there is some lion implication, but either way, that's very interesting.
I can't imagine there's lion implications.
That's what I'm assuming.
Because there's nothing lion-y about Rathalos.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm assuming. But Leo is obviously very lion-y. Don't you just give one of them randomly like an elder dragon?
Well, he doesn't know what's in them.
Now, I take it clever Lilia here is familiar with the rules a writer must obey?
Yes.
Once you're a rider, you will no longer be allowed to come and go from the village as you please.
Oh no, wow, it is your interpretation. That's insane.
Yeah, I guess the idea is maybe the Monsters, you have to, because of the kinship, you have to stay near your Monsters and you can't take them with you.
That's crazy.
But that brings up more questions about the story of Stories 2.
To be fair, one of the plot points in Stories 2 is meeting normal hunters in the guild and like,
yeah.
I mean, I think Stories 2 is nearly in every respect better than Stories 1.
Yes.
Except in Stories 1, you can change the element of a monster, which was very sad that didn't continue in Stories 2.
Do you know the reason we have this rule?
To be honest,
No.
sir, I never thought about it much. I just always thought rules are rules, and that's that. But lately I've realized the world is a big place, full of things we can't even imagine. Towns nothing like Hakum Village, each one full of different peoples, including those we call hunters.
So you showed up to
There's
the
just so
rider
much to see
ceremony
out
to tell
there,
him you don't want to be a
world
rider?
explore.
That's right, Lilia.
So now I do ask, why do we have such strict rules? Why can't riders see the world?
Lilia. I've never seen that look on her face before.
Yeah.
It's not simply that riders cannot see or
Happiness.
know of the world. Dear girl, it's about not letting the world see or know of us riders.
I know, but why?
Fucking idiot. It's about them not knowing about us.
Stupid child!
It's okay, Genie, settle down. It's only fair that our aspiring riders know everything there is to know about the life before we get in.
Stop granting wishes!
Close candidates. You all may find this hard to believe, having come of age in Hakum Village. But in the wider world, people do not see monsters as creatures with which to have the closeness of kinship.
What? How could they even think that?
There are those in this world who find us strange for living alongside monsters, even some who would fear us. That is why we riders spend most of our lives in quiet seclusion.
That doesn't make any sense. Why should we indulge their ignorance like that? It's just not fair. Chief Omna, we shouldn't have to hide.
You're right. And that is
See, I could totally see them working in the stories into Wilds type thing if it's a really open world
I
type
do
thing.
wonder, and yes, I do wonder how closely the anime will follow the story of the
I
game.
mean, it seems like it is the story. They're just really expanding on the actual, like, precursors to it.
70 plus episodes is a lot of the story that happens in stories.
Well, yeah, I think we're going to have to add a few side adventures along the way, probably.
I guess it could be Monster of the Week, literally.
why you're free to live your life however
Could
you
be.
choose.
Okay, while I still don't know yet what I want to do with my life, I know I won't be a rider.
Very well.
I am not going to be a writer. Woo!
Now loading.
Naviru's very surprised that you're not becoming a rider, Lilia. Oh, I know Naviru.
Hero really wants everyone to hear this conversation, Lilia.
I say.
I always knew you'd walk your own path.
That's right, Lilia. And for the record, Naviru had bet on that too. All right, you. Yeah, Naviru, once again, your act isn't fooling anyone.
All right, enough. We'll now continue the kinship rite. Hold your stones
Lift
in the
high
air.
your I mean, kinship stones.
My name is Loot.
My name is Cheval.
I am a horse.
Just like a horse.
Photorealistic, just picture of a horse in a field in a second.
But he's French.
O holy kinship stones, I, Chief Omna, call upon thee to bind together Lute, Cheval, Meal, and Hyoro with these slumbering creatures. The moment of new life.
I feel like you should do that individually, not like all of them together, because that seems like you're just making a big...
Yeah, that feels like it could get mixed up.
Cheval?
I don't know what's wrong.
I was gonna say, because he needs Rathian, and also his kinship stone's a different color.
Yeah, because he doesn't because his heart isn't
Wasn't
clear.
exactly the quickest guy to hatch either.
Yeah, but
Luke didn't have kinship stones then, and Lilia was the one saying the words of the rite. It would have made more sense if that egg didn't hatch. So if you're sitting there when you're doing everything right, tells Naviru you've got a problem.
Never, you're not helping.
In Naviru's opinion,
Never, you're turning him into a villain.
Be nice. Hey, Naviru always says whatever Naviru wants to say. If Naviru wants to eat,
does Naviru do Naviru, third-person Naviru in the game? Because I can't remember.
But I do like that in our secondary dub, which is the subtitles, he seems to have a slogan that he says occasionally, which is, "That's Naviru." But he never actually says anything that replaces that in the actual dub.
The idea of a character having a slogan, but only in subtitles, is
Just,
brilliant.
"That's me."
Naviru eats donuts! So good!
I guess I was right to be nervous this morning after all. It wasn't my fate to become a writer.
Great. Cheval's depressed. This could last a while.
Well, we have to do something.
Great. The horse is depressed. We'll just get him a monster. He'll be fine. He'll get over it.
No, that's fine. Let's just try to cheer him up.
Okay. Cheval, don't give up. I know you can hatch it. Just call out to the little
Have you
guy.
tried
He's
breaking
probably
it?
Still sleeping.
Come on, give it another shot. We'll get that monster out, I promise.
Yeah,
We'll
believe
boss
in
it
yourself,
out.
Cheval. Things always work out for you in the end, right? You're one to talk. Why are you rolling on Naviru? All Naviru did was tell him to believe in himself.
It sounded pretty fake coming from you.
I did, yeah.
I am not falling for that.
No, seriously, it's not, look, it's something horrible!
Oh.
Oh, the Aptonaut.
Why is a Tigrex here?
I guess obviously it's
Yeah.
Tigrex is one of the closest ones in both.
It's one of the simplest ones, yeah.
Sir! Right on! Leo!
All I'm saying is if anyone gets upset with you for not calling Tigrex, then they also have to call Rathalos Leoleus from now on.
Brought to you by Stories is coming.
Brought to you by the game this was literally brought to you by.
Let's ride on! Kuru Peko!
Why did he like people's elbow it on the way?
Can't make that seem epic!
Hobo!
Oh, what has he got? Hobo!
He actually made it pretty cool.
Yankuku!
Oh yeah.
Oh, solid.
Right on!
Also, is Yankut Q the same then? That's incredible.
Up the nose!
Oh, he's also.
Where's everyone else? Oh, they're still in the cave, that's right.
Hey, let's go! We gotta get out of here! That Tigrex is trouble on two legs! Move!
He's right. Come on, guys, let's go.
No, wait. Again.
Cheval? What's going on?
My child, we must take refuge right away.
But just wait.
But egg.
Cheval, is your egg about to hatch?
Yeah. It's like you said yesterday, Loot. This guy wants to hatch now.
Great! Then let's finish the rite!
Wait,
Yeah, that seems
what?
safe.
I'm not gonna argue with it. Are you?
If my best friend says it's so, it's
I mean, you'd have to
so.
be pretty unlucky that Tigrex would happen to choose this cave.
Yeah, that's full of, like, just meat bags.
Full of little tasty snacks.
Literally, children monsters are all over this cave as
We
well.
have to finish the kinship right.
Listen to me closely, Cheval. Reach out with your heart to your monster egg. Ask the unborn to become your monstie.
Sir,
That's good.
Ask this unborn egg child with your heart to become your monster slave. When you put it like that, Chief.
hatch for me.
Fine,
Get
Velocitron.
it, Cheval!
This monster lives in packs and is fiercely loyal to his friends. He might just be the
Thank you,
perfect
Pokedex.
monstie for you.
Thank you so much for hatching for me. Nice to meet you, Dos Rompos.
Dos Rompos.
Dos Rompos.
With a massive head.
That is a pretty big crest, relatively speaking. I feel like head to rest to body ratio is very high on baby Velocitron.
Just size to egg space ratio was ridiculous there.
I hope we get along.
Of course you will. You get along with everyone, Cheval.
That'll depend on how much love you put in this relationship, because nothing cools faster than passion.
Hey, would you stop trying to rain on our parade, Naviru?
Why is Naviru even here?
Yeah, he shouldn't be here yet, should he?
Even outside of that, just like socially, everything he says annoys everyone. Everyone constantly has a go at him. What is he doing?
Because he's an outcast and people, like, they want to help him. But also, he's an annoying prick.
I love that he becomes beacon Pikachu. I just remember, like, he just become fucking Pikachu.
You gotta build him up first to the anime to be the lovable scam.
You were supposed to go back to the village!
Yeah, but Cheval finally hatched his—
I don't care. We gotta move. Tigrex is coming.
What? Coming?
Oh, I'm 31 years old. I'm
No,
31
there's
years old.
there's no age that prevents the specific way that was said. Not funny. What? Coming?
It's not like he's like on his way, or like there's no like.
Loot, this isn't the moment to be explaining what cum is. It's a digress.
No, we're too late!
Everybody run!
What happened to Donna?
Everybody run! You're in a cave, my dude.
Down.
Are you all right, Kurapeko?
Don't worry, guys. They'll be back on their feet in no time. But until then, I'll hold it off so you can escape. Yeah!
No, not small Absinoth man.
Everyone,
Sir!
Go, 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 go!
Hey,
Okay, bye.
come on.
You did it!
That was incredible.
That was so
Wow.
I'm glad nobody's like concerned in running. It's not dead.
a job well
What are they gonna do with it?
It's a great question. They're not like regular hunters.
Like, why did they just rope it to the ground where it? What are they just gonna leave it?
It's not like Monty. Like, what's the goal?
done, Loot. And Laius, too! As expected from Naviru's top pupil.
We're taking him to prison.
You've been jailed, Tigrex.
Remarks. How dare you! Never talk to your teacher like that!
Burn.
Honestly, when I think what could have happened out there, my blood runs cold. Why is this new group of riders so intent on infuriating me? Oh, and while I'm at it, don't go around thinking just because you pulled off a kinship.
They brought in has a go at kids.
The
Man.
chief doesn't yell at anyone, so they have to bring him in for this.
It's like the freaking Kane Peel Obama anger translator, but for the chief, he brings in this old man.
Attack, you actually have kinship now, because you don't.
Yeah.
And you,
Yup.
lose that tone.
now, Gummy. All's well that ends well, isn't that right? Well then, candidates.
That laugh stop was so sudden.
Well,
Kinship with your monsters.
Sure.
You ready? Dos Rompos.
I'm
Dos
glad,
Rompos.
Cheval.
Thanks for your support
two butts.
and protection. You kept Dos Rompos safe.
There's no need to thank Naviru, Cheval. After all, that's what friends do.
Jesus
They look
Christ.
out for each other. Really. Keep talking, pal. You only bring it on yourself. Bring what now?
Oh, now I know why they keep him around. He's a toy for the monsties.
Thankfully, Nolan.
Did they then build a cage around him?
Built a cage. They fucking tied it down and then built a cage around it. It's just been asleep the whole time.
What are they gonna do with it, though?
This is like Attack on Titan level of like, we need to find out where this came from. Like, it can't even stand up in that cage. Like, what is this? This is so inhumane.
No, it can stand up because it would just stand up and then the cage would just sit on its back.
Loot managed to bring down the Tigrex. There's never been one in these woods before, so why now?
Something dark and evil is closing in. We must remain vigilant.
Yes, sir.
Another perfectly roasted dinner.
Hey, Roberto! Ah, they got us so tasty.
They did not waste time on that one.
How do we translate another perfectly roasted dinner? So tasty.
See, it's just I'm getting the feeling that like the people who wrote the subtitles were more like into the games themselves.
Yeah.
Whereas the people doing the dub scripting were more like just literally translating the anime.
All right then, ladies and gentlemen, that's episode 2 of Ride On, and what an adventure! What
Oh look, I found out what they did with the Tigrex.
Oh yeah. For a video game anime, it's honestly really well done. It's just so funny.
It is. I'll never get over what coming.
Stop. But now then, like you've enjoyed this, subscribe and hit the bell for more. Consider supporting the future of the episode. The future of the episode.
Of this episode.
The future of
Also
the
known as the
channel.
next episode preview.
on Patreon down below. And until we meet again, a goodbye.
Goodbye.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.